right, building on our form that we created, we are next going to explore the buttons at the top here at the upper right hand corner of your screen. The first one we have is your add-ons, which we'll talk about in another lesson. This is all about artificial intelligence, so we're going to skip over that for right now. This is if you'd like to decorate your form, so we can go ahead and click on this little painter's palette. We get a dialog box on the right hand side. What we can do here is we can change the font styles and the question font styles and even the text font styles. We can change the size of them, and we can also change some colors here. But what's really exciting is that we can choose an image to go at the top of our form. So I'm going to click Choose Image, and we get a bunch of predefined images from Google Forms. And since this one is about pets, let's see if we can find a pet related theme. Doesn't look like we're going to find any pet related form, so we'll just go ahead and use this one. And what you'll notice when I choose this little header or this little box at the top here, I could create my own if I wanted to. So I could just click on the header and go to upload something that I might have already ready to go from my computer. Or if I go to my photos repository and let's say I wanted to use this picture and just move it up for pet adoption, that probably looks a little bit better. And that will be my defined and that will be the picture that I use for this particular form. Notice that because the picture has a bit of brown in it and some white, the colors that Google Forms has chosen for me are the dark brown, the lighter brown, and a gray color. I could certainly change those colors to anything that I'd like to just by clicking on the color button. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave them as they are because those do look pretty good. Alright, continuing on with the buttons in the upper right hand corner, we have the undo button and the redo button. I also have this copy responder link. This is where it starts to get really exciting. So if I want to copy the responder link and I click this, it says currently nobody can respond. Do you want to copy the unpublished form link? So if I copy this form link, nothing will happen. Nobody will ever be able to fill out this form until I click this little publish button. So once I click publish, it says responders. So that means anyone with the link, anyone who has the link will be able to respond to this particular form. And another cool thing is that if I want to share this form with specific folks, I could do this in several different ways. I can say, okay, currently anyone with the link has viewer and fill-outable rights to this document. But if I say restricted, and only the folks that I have in my address box up here will be able to respond to the link. So I can make it very defined if I only want a certain group of folks to respond to this document. Then I can do that. I'm going to go ahead and hit the back button, and I'm going to go ahead and say anyone with the link can respond, and I'll click done. Now, if I right click somewhere in this area right here, in this blank area, if I right click, there's this little trick that I learned. If you click create QR code for this page, it will create a QR code for this form. So if you put your phone up to this QR code, you will be able to fill out this form and submit it to me. So that's cool way to get this form out and distribute it if you needed to get the form out to folks. Otherwise, you can just copy the responder link. You can even click shorten URL. It'll shorten it up a little bit. Copy that and then send that link on through to email or to a text message if you wanted folks to fill this out. So that's what published is all about. That is what sharing is all about. Right now, like I said, anyone with the link can fill this out. Anyone with the link is a responder. I'm saving that. And down here on the upper right hand corner where the stoplights are is where I could make a copy of this form if I wanted to. I could throw the whole form in the trash. I could pre-fill out the form if I wanted to, and there's some other goodies that I could do here too, but I'm not going to do any of these things right now. And that's a quick little primer on the buttons in the upper right hand corner of Google Forms. Enjoy playing with Google Forms. I look forward to your projects.